Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Kimmy Changa. It's been a minute. We got a lot of catching up to do, so stay tuned. Let's get into it. I know it's been a minute since I posted, and it's also been a year since I launched this YouTube channel and started uploading videos with my own personal social commentary, a couple entertainment reviews here and there, and just kind of, getting my thoughts out there about what was going on in the world. And as I'm sure we all know, this past year, the world has been a bit of a dumpster fire. If you look at the global pandemic, but also just kind of the way the government and various states have been handling it. There was the election, the social uprising, and even though, I have made videos and commented on these types of things over the course of the last year. These past few months of 2021 have also been intense in their own right. Kind of delved full time into my personal endeavor, of Fashionista, which pretty much entails my freelance modeling, freelance photography, and blogging. So go to fashionista.com and check out some of the blogs and reviews that I've posted in the last few months. Definitely adjusting to a new chapter of my life. Definitely a leap of faith. But so far it's been wonderful. A couple of other things that have or have not happened in the past year. Derrick Chauvin, the former police officer who killed George Floyd, was sentenced to 22 and a half years. Now, there are varying feelings about that sentence length. I do think that that is too short of a time. I think that we're in an age where these murders and police brutality are caught on video, and that if that's the only, like, if these are the kind of sentences or, lengths of time that are given for murder that is videoed from start to the sad end of an unarmed person's life, then the justice system should be questioned a lot more than it already is. Unfortunately, the past year has not seen any justice for Breonna Taylor. I follow her mother, Tamika Palmer, and every day is a fight, and every day is, the loss of Breonna, and it's painful and it's difficult, and the lack of justice, the lack of care for an innocent person's life is very difficult to witness every day. So it's been an interesting year. Obviously, we're in a time of vaccines right now, vaccinations, but one thing I've never seen or even known to be is that there are incentives for this vaccination, incentives to the effect of entering names into lotteries, drawings, pizza, beer, cars, what have you, incentives, as the vaccination is at this time free. I'm imagining because it hasn't reached that status of being truly FDA approved, that's why it's free right now. And that begs the question of what's to come in the future. Obviously, that is a very touchy topic. Very much people's rights to their own bodies, especially as women, has always been up in the air for reasons I don't and will never understand. But even for something in regards to vaccinations, it's very much a a time where questions and prying into people's, personal religion, personal feelings, personal healthcare decisions it's just being thrown out of the window right now. And it's a very weird time to be in right now. There's all the Delta variant is in the air right now, but it's also at a time when the CDC was just basically saying screw mask if you got vaccinations, as opposed to just really taking baby steps for a pandemic that took hundreds of thousands of lives. I really think there should have been more of a baby step just from phase to phase of this, as opposed to just, hey, there's a vaccination out there, now you can do whatever you want. Because the vaccine has been out since about December, I believe, which started with healthcare workers and then has slowly trickled down or opened up to other groups. So since about February, I want to say, the elderly were allowed to get it. So now we're looking at Memorial Day, I guess, was probably the biggest holiday, the first biggest holiday in 2021 that with vaccinations out there, that people just went ham, being out and about, being in each other's faces without masks, and it's just increased steadily each month, each holiday. So this fall will be very interesting and very telling as we embark on the flu season, which already in and of itself encourages people to get a flu shot on top of this vaccination, but on top of just with everything opening up and people coming out of their own little hibernation homes and bringing those germs all together, there's bound to be sicknesses and sickness counts that go up from solely just not being around each other. Another big thing that's been going on right now is something called the Great Resignation, which is essentially employees across the nation in various industries and businesses essentially seeing what that time in quarantine and having flexibility to work from home, kind of being the captain of your own schedule in a way of balancing grocery shopping in your day, taking care of your kids, that just really allowed employees to see a difference. And many businesses and executive levels, C-suite level, want to return to the archaic way of 8 to 5 or 9 to 5, butts in seats, butts in the office, and most people around the nation are not having it. And that is resulting in a lot of people resigning from current positions and looking for something else. But then that also has led to companies using work from home or remote work as incentives, as opposed to just incorporating it into their business structure as a way to work. Hybrid structure, full-time work from home, people who want to work in the office, but having that flexibility, having that choice given to the employee shouldn't be an incentive. It should just kind of be part of the process. And then in the interview stage or what have you, navigating what works best for that employee. But the number of sign-on bonuses has increased in companies like Burger King, and wages have been increased, benefits are being offered, because the numbers just aren't there for a lot of companies. Like, they just don't have the employee count. They're definitely understaffed, but that demand is still there. So it's just pretty tense times right now. But this past year just changed the landscape for how people think and see and navigate their lives, or how they want to, how they want to work. Some people bought homes in smaller towns because the cost of living in bigger cities and cities as a whole is just too high for the wages that people get. It's madness. And buying homes has been super difficult for this generation. So a lot of people, they're finding different jobs. They're finding the means live the way they want. Because even though we were in shut down and quarantine and stay at home orders types of things, people were still able in a way to see and do things that work best for them if they were able to work from home. Now, there are obviously, the frontline workers who were not able to work from home, and definitely appreciate them and respect them for all the work they've done. But a lot of them are burned out. So they're coming into 2021 or, coming up now and just being completely burned out and needing a break or needing a change of work scenery. So now is the time for corporations and businesses and employers to just reevaluate how they're treating and how they're respecting and appreciating their employees, because employees are the ones who make the company work, keep it standing, keeping it going. And without employees, you're just going to crumble, you're going to fall. So employers need to reevaluate it. And a lot of that reevaluation also comes in the form of getting away from the performative allyship and being about the words that they were throwing at employees over the past year in regards to diversity, equity, and inclusion. So many black squares were put up about a year ago in June saying, we stand with Black lives, all this stuff. But when you look at the number of black employees who have dealt with discrimination or have left because of the pay discrepancy or toxic work environments, that doesn't reflect these performative paragraphs and essays and emails corporations sent out about aligning with Black lives and standing in solidarity with those who are out there protesting for equality and against police brutality. The actions don't back up the words, and employees and people are seeing that for what it is, and they're moving on if they don't feel validated or feel like it was genuine, and calling out the corporations for not following suit with what they said. It's been a year. I mean, most of those things should have been handled or done or demonstrated within a week or two of saying it. But some of the larger initiatives, I can understand taking some time. But if after a year there's no change or there's no actions reinforcing these performative things that they said, then clearly it was all talk to simmer down a growing vocalization coming from employees. And that in and of itself is not the kind of environment I know I would never want to be in. A lot of people are saying, with the cases and with the numbers increasing, another shutdown could be on the horizon. But I just think the way that this economy is set up, that the government, what have you, just would not allow that. And, so we'll see. But all I can say to you all is, thank you as always for, subscribing, watching my videos. I know, like I said, it's been a minute since I posted, but I'll definitely try and get better with that. But a lot of the interim time I have been posting on my website, fashionvista.com. So check there for some blog posts, and also just kind of some of the things I've been dealing with that has kind of taken up the time of why I haven't been able to do videos. But make sure you are subscribed and turn on notifications so that you can keep up with the videos that I will be posting. There's a lot of intensity and anger and just frustration out there, but a lot of people are turning that into physical assaults or physical actions. And just be safe, keep your head on a swivel when you're out in public places. I encourage you to mask up when you're out and about, and just take care of yourself and take care of each other. Our immune systems are wondering what the heck is going on these days, so just keep that in mind, and just continue to take care of yourselves. Be blessed, and I will talk to you all soon. Peace.